Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on Facebook. Okay, starting over. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy, cool, and epically awesome ride down on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Before we kick things off, I would like to thank my sponsors, Manning Motorsports, New England Hemophilia Association. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the show our guest, 1Sarah Bradley. Sarah, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, Sarah, where did your racing career begin?
I have no history in my family, but my parents would always take me to Texas Motor Speedway and we'd watch NASCAR races. And I asked my dad, I was about 4 or 5 at the time, and apparently I said, "How old do I have to be to do that?" And so that's when my dad enrolled me in karting.
Okay, so Sarah, what do you remember what it was like for you to climb in the cart for the first time?
Not really. I mean, I do remember I was really small, so they really struggled to find anything that fit me. But I don't really remember driving for the first time.
Okay, so Sarah, let's talk about the story now. Um, did you have instantaneous success right out of the gate when you got into the cart?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, my parents didn't really know what they were doing, and when kid karts, it was combined Honda and Comer, and we had a Honda engine, which was a lot slower, so that didn't go
Yeah.
too well.
Yeah. So Sarah, let's talk about what is the story behind your race car number? Where did that race car number come from?
Um, I used to be a NASCAR fan. I'm more of an F1 person now, but I used to like Tony Stewart, and he was number 14. And I've always just been 14, and it's just been that way ever since.
So have you ever met Tony Stewart at all?
I have, yes.
What was it like for you to
I
meet him?
I think he was nice. I'm not exactly sure. I remember I have a bad memory, but he signed my first helmet. It was like all pink.
Okay, okay. So Sarah, let's talk now about who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
I don't have any yet. We're working on that, but I don't have any sponsors yet. It's just my
So,
dad.
so if there's anybody out there going to be watching this racing show with me and Sarah Bradley, and you'd like to help her out with the racing team, sorry, reach out to Sarah Bradley because she'd appreciate the sponsorship on her race car as she gets further into her racing career. So Sarah, let's talk now about how much success do you have now as a race car driver?
Um, sorry. Um, I don't have many wins or championships yet. Um, I have some podiums and stuff, but I'm looking forward to get more.
Okay. So Sarah, do you have any big races coming up that you're looking forward to racing in?
Um, I have a regional race coming up. It's not a national race or anything, but I'm in the championship hunt for it, so I'm pretty excited for that.
Very cool. Where's that going to be held at?
Homestead, Miami.
Homestead, Miami. Okay. So very cool, very cool. So Sarah, what is your home racetrack?
The track that's closest to me is probably Anderson. But
Okay,
I do race the most at Homestead.
okay, okay. So
It's hot in
Sarah,
here.
let's talk about who works on your race car now.
Um, it's mainly my dad. Sometimes when I'm under a tent for the national races, we'll get a little bit of help, but most of the time it's just my dad that works on it.
Do you help work on it at all?
Not really. I mean, I know how to do a couple things. Sometimes I'll help him like clean the cart or whatever, but I'm mainly just the driver who does data and video.
Okay. So Sarah, let's talk now about okay, what is your 5-year plan with the racing?
For now, I think my parents kind of want to just kind of stick with carts, but I'm really hoping to get into either the Road to Indy program, USF Juniors, or maybe even F4. But that's gonna take a lot of savings, and of course, I'm gonna need some sponsors for that.
So Sarah, what is your 10-year plan with racing then?
I haven't gotten that far. I mean, kind of just depends how these next couple years go. If I get into cars, and I'll start to work my way up. But if not, then I mean, that's pretty much it. But
Okay. So Sarah, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
um, most of my friends don't really go to the same races as me. I mean, I have the friend I've known the longest is Ava. She's probably one of the only other girls there. Um, I have Diego, Jensen, and my teammates.
Okay. Who are
Not
your
not
teammates?
um Camden, Anthony, Alex, and Michael
Okay, very cool,
for
very cool.
RPM.
Okay, very cool. So Sarah, do you have a racing nickname?
No, I haven't really done anything stupid enough to get a nickname, and I'd like to
Okay,
keep it that way.
okay. So Sarah, what is the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
I haven't gotten into any really big crashes, thankfully. Um, one time I was in micro and I crashed into someone, and I had a helmet that was too big for me, and like I kind of cut my lip a little bit, but nothing major.
Okay. So Sarah, what do you like to eat at the racetrack?
If there's fruit within 50 feet of me and I can see it, I'm going to eat it. I am such a fruit moth.
So Sarah, what do you like to eat away from the racetrack?
Same thing.
Okay, okay.
That's really
You don't
it.
have a favorite restaurant?
Um, okay, fine. I like uh thin crust pizza. That's not
Okay,
fruit.
okay,
I know, but
okay. So Sarah, what is your favorite home cooked meal that your family makes for you?
that is a good question. My mom, not necessarily meals, but she makes good like desserts, like
Okay.
chocolate chip cookies and brownies. So
Okay. So Sarah, do you have anything out there you want to say to the kids to help get them in a race car?
I think it is important that as a kid that you want it. Like it has to be something that you want, because otherwise if you don't want it, then people will not feel as committed to you.
Okay. So Sarah, I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Do you have any questions for me now?
Um no, I don't think so. I
Okay.
mean, I've watched your interviews with a couple people that I know at the racetrack. You've interviewed some of my some people I know,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's really cool. So
Thank you
thanks for
very
having
much.
me here.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Good luck to you coming up in your big race coming up.
Thank
I
you.
will call you. I will call you in a little bit to thank you in person for being on the racing show with me today, talking to us about your racing career a little bit. Before I let you go, do you have anybody you'd like to give a special thank you out to?
Yes. Uh, all right. Of course, mom, dad. That's pretty much how we all. That's how pretty. I'm sorry. That's pretty much um the basics. The team that I'm on right now, Ryan Perry. Um, my coach Juan, and coaches that I've worked with in the past, Federico, Bruno. Those are mechanics.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, I
Okay.
don't have any sponsors yet, but we're
Okay.
looking
Okay.
for some.
Okay. But thank you
Mhm.
very much, Sarah, for being on the racing show with me today, talking to us about your racing career. I'll have you step
Thank
out.
you.
I will give a little racing news update, and I will call you in a little bit, okay? To thank
right.
you in person.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Sarah Bradley on the racing show with me today, talking to us about her racing career, getting to know her a little bit better. But good luck to Sarah Bradley and her racing team as she finishes out her racing season and her regional race coming up. She's in the title championship. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank everybody a part of this racing show with me today. All my sponsors, Manning Motorsports, New England Hemophilia Association, all you racing fans. If you would like to sponsor my racing show, feel free to reach out to me at 712-209-7138, or you can email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can even text me at 712-209-7138. And if you would like to be on my racing show, you can also call and text me at 712-209-7138, or you can email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com. But with them being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube.